Hey, what's going on, CrossFit store and anyone else that found this video on YouTube? We're going to be doing some tips and strategy for open workout 17.1. If you just watched it, just always remember that when professionals do things, they always make it look easy. They always do. They set a very steady pace and they just kept holding on. They even got some no reps. You will have too. We're gonna go over the standards for the movements. We had a couple people do it tonight, so we have a good idea kind of what it's gonna feel like. And we're excited because almost everyone can do this workout at RX. The weight is not heavy. The box jump height's only 24-20, so if you can jump, 50 pounds isn't a big deal, 35 isn't that bad either. So Steve is gonna be going over, or excuse me, demoing the power snatch for us. You should be power snatching. It says snatch in the description, but it should be a power snatch. They say split snatch as well. There is no reason to split snatch it unless you could not lift this weight for anything. You gotta go for a split snatch, but that takes so much time, it's not worth it. So option number one is a muscle snatch. What Steve actually did for the whole workout, he just did it. So if he's moving a little slow, you know why. So Steve's just gonna do one muscle snatch for me. So the muscle snatch is literally grip and rip. You're going from the ground, pop the hips, using that shoulder to finish. Steve's really tight in his shoulders, but ideal is the wrist, elbow, shoulder, hip, knee, ankles, all in line, and that is RX. That is where the movement ends. And he's gonna place it down. You can't drop it, okay? You can place it, all right? The other option is to power snatch it, and that's where we sneak under a little bit. So Steve's gonna use that same arm right now. He's gonna do a power snatch, get under, and stand, all right? And ideally, we get some full hip extension in there. A little trick, if the weight is light, Steve, you can put it down, thank you. If the weight is light, believe it or not, if you don't get full hip extension, but you have to power snatch it, you can sneak your way underneath and cut down some time. So what I'm talking about is instead of ending up here, sneak under that bar, sometimes it can help you, all right? If you're not used to doing that, I don't suggest trying it in the open for the first time. Practice this stuff, all right? Now it is alternating hands, so you have to put it down, switch hands, pick it up. So Steve's just gonna do 4 reps for us, alternating hands. Again, you can't bounce the dumbbell on the ground. Go ahead, switch arms. Place it down, switch arms again. Put it down, switch arms, and so on. You can place that back down on the ground, thank you. There is another way to switch arms, which is on the way down. You can switch hands. It's a little bit higher skill, especially when you're tired, it gets hard. So for most of us, that's not really an option. And I'm not sure if it would really take off that much time anyway. All right, so that is the power snatch. Now we have burpee box jump overs, and they added a new standard this year. We actually have to line it up with a white line, okay? So when you drop down and do that burpee, go ahead, Steve, chest to the deck. We want the middle, you can stay down there. Middle of the chest is even with that line. Feet are on either side, hands are on either side. If he's twisted at all, if his foot's on the line, if his hand's on the line, it is a no rep this year. It's a little different, all right? And the standard is not that you have to stand up on the box, so Steve's gonna pop up. He's gonna jump on the box and stay low, and he can pop off the other side. So you can jump and twist. What I like is actually the twist on the box and step down. Steve's gonna do it now. He's gonna twist and come on down. And you can relax, Steve, thank you. Now, it's even better if you can stay in a partial squat in that box, because standing up takes time, it takes energy. So if you can twist in a partial squat, it will help, all right? The dumbbell power snatch is mostly posterior chain, right? We're using the back of the shoulder for muscling it, hamstrings, glutes, all that stuff. Burpee box jumps, we're talking quads, you're gonna be on fire. So if you can try and keep this in your posterior chain and keep your quads going on this, it's gonna burn. We'll be able to kind of play off of each other instead of having this be an interference and kind of messing each other up. The only other thing I can say to you is that if you are slow at burpees, I'm slow at burpees, Steve's not the fastest burpee guy on the planet, it helps to twist because it'll slow you down so you can breathe, as well as I recommend the step down or step up burpee. You know what I'm talking about? So Steve's just gonna do the step down burpee. This will allow you some more time to breathe. It is really slow. So he's gonna turn, step down, and when he gets to the bottom, he's gonna step, yep, now step up. Oh, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's all right, we're gonna do this anyway. So what he's gonna do, go ahead, put your hands on the ground. Whoop, don't do the full burpee, step on up. I want you to literally put your hands down and step back 1 foot at a time. One, go down, and then step up the same way. It is really slow, don't worry about jumping. It's slower, but when you're burnt out, instead of resting and taking 10, 15, 20 seconds, because I know you think you're only taking 5 seconds or 10, it's really 20 to 30. I'd rather see you keep moving, stepping down, stepping up, than stop completely. All right, those are our standards, some tips on it. Now we're gonna bring it to the whiteboard to go over warm up, how to prime yourself for it, as well as some strategy as we go through it. Thanks, Steve. All right, so for Friday Night Lights, we are not doing warm-ups for Friday Night Lights. You have to do it on your own. So this is what we suggest. It might seem long, but this is a aerobic-based workout for all of us, okay? Those games athletes who just did it, they were pushing the pace, but I guarantee if you ask them a question, they would answer it. They're not frantically out of breath. So for a warm-up, we need to get that engine going. So I would suggest rowing 750 meters, 9 walkouts with a push-up. 500-meter row, 7 walkouts with a push-up. 250-meter row, 5 walkouts with a push-up. Now, a lot of times I hear people say, if I get out of breath or I get tired in the warm-up, I need to save my energy for the workout. It's not true, okay? We want you to get sweaty. We want you to get your lungs working. We need to get your metabolic pathways going. We need to get that aerobic engine going so you're able to do this workout a little bit better. Mobility-wise, I suggest the banded overhead stretch. That's the wrap and grab, palm up, 2 minutes aside. 2 minutes is a long time, but we want to free up that shoulder so that way you're just fighting gravity, not fighting your own shoulder when you're getting that dumbbell overhead. And I would even do the couch stretch. I know it sounds a little funny to do a couch stretch for this workout. We're already hitting the hamstrings, posterior chain for when we're doing burpees as well as the dumbbell power snatch. But if we're exploding with that power snatch and the front of our hips tight, again, we're fighting your own body. It can pull on your lower back a little bit more. Your lower back's probably gonna get toasty anyway because I guarantee most of us are gonna round or twist a little bit doing those snatches. Once you get done, a little primer. Okay, warm up that dumbbell power snatch to get to your weight. I would go 2 rounds fast, get out of breath, see what it feels like to not be breathing during it. 6 alternating snatches, 6 burpee box jump overs, just 2 rounds. Get that heart rate high, and then you can chill out, get your heart rate down for when we do the workout. Now the actual workout is 10 dumbbell power snatches. That's only 5 per arm alternating. 50 burpee box jump overs, 20, 15, 30, 15, 40, 15, 50, 15, done, and there's a 20-minute cap, okay? They put caps on workouts for a reason. Dave Castro is not stupid, despite what the interwebs say about him, right? He's not a stupid guy. He has tested this. He put 20 minutes for a reason because there's only a large amount of people that aren't gonna finish it in the 20 minutes. So if this was a 5-minute or 7-minute cap workout, we know it's anaerobic, we know it's fast. 20 minutes, this is an aerobic workout. Pace really matters. If you come out hard, it's over. By the time you get to the cliff, that's what I'm calling it for people who come out too fast, the 30 snatches, 15 box jump over round, you're gonna slow down dramatically. So we even saw tonight some people doing it, and they were holding their breath on the 10 dumbbell power snatches, alternating 5 per arm. Holding your breath there, you're ready to put yourself into that kind of fight or flight mode, going way too hard out of the gate, and it's already done. If you don't slow it down, back off immediately, you're gonna hit that wall, that threshold where you have to rest. This workout should be something you're pacing, moving through it, pace, pace, pace. Maybe pick up the speed when you get to the end. You shouldn't be trying to fly and die in that first round, all right? So that first round, set that pace. Don't let the adrenaline of Friday Night Lights, of the open, of everyone screaming at you get in your mind. You know what you can move at. If we saw those games athletes, they were moving the same pace almost in the round of 20 as they were in the round of 40, which is impressive, right? We wanna try and do the same thing so we don't fly and die. Now the clip, the 30-15, this is where I saw people tonight start to kind of mess up. Whether it was you're getting tired on burpee box jump overs, you're 45 in after you finish it. The snatches, you are 60 in once you get done. So that's where fatigue comes in, and how you move really plays a factor. So for the dumbbell power snatches, if you muscle snatch these things and you're not strong enough to handle it, you're gonna start falling apart technique-wise. Most of us have a hard time switching technique in the middle of a workout. If I start muscle snatching that dumbbell, I'll probably keep doing that instead of end up power snatching it. So unless you know you can switch gears mid-workout, how you're doing a movement, start the movement the way you want to try and finish it. If you know you're going to be finishing with power snatches, start that way. Get underneath that dumbbell, build in that motor recruitment, so that way when you're tired, you can keep doing it. Me personally, I know I can switch gears. My goal is to muscle snatch 10, 20, possibly into the 30. And as that goes away, start sneaking under a little bit more and just kind of make it feel better on my shoulders. Because I'm a slow burpee guy, so my shoulders are actually not feeling the burpees too. I'm one of those people. So that's muscle versus power. The step back burpee, step up burpee we showed, a lot of us, once we get tired instead of resting, that's gonna save you, all right? Now the what ifs. What if I'm not that strong on power snatches? What if the 50-35 is heavy for me? If it's heavy for you, hey, you gotta move slower on it, it's okay. most likely the burpees are gonna be easier for you, the burpee box jump overs, okay? So you have to make up time there. That's a totally different game plan than if you know you can hold on to that dumbbell, you know you can get through the burpees, it's just you have to set the right pace. You need to find what you're strong at in that case and make up time. This is a competition. Now, if you're really slow at burpee box jump overs, just horrendous at them, most likely you're a big, strong person who the dumbbell's easy. Hey, push the pace on the dumbbell, but make sure you breathe still. Don't hold your breath during those reps. Slow down those burpees. Because the idea is you get done with those burpees, pick up the dumbbell and go. We shouldn't be spending 20, 30 seconds walking around, asking the judge how much time is left, asking the judge where our reps are. We want to just consistently move throughout this whole workout. All right, so in case you haven't noticed, the big thing I'm saying is consistently move, pace this workout, always be breathing. Even when you watch the pros, they didn't start going to that point where they're gonna fall down until they're getting towards the end, and that's where the race started. So for those of us that wanna finish this in the time cap, the real workout starts right here at 40 power snatches. That's where the real workout starts. Everything else is setting you up to be tired for it. All right, if you have any questions, please comment below. If you like it, please subscribe to our channel. We'll be having these every week. Enjoy 17-1.